Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully you can rest and everything all good. We haven't done a live stream in a little bit, so kind of something we wanted to do with you guys. We just hit the 150K subscriber mark, which is really cool. And we're gonna do something a little bit bigger, but a lot of our sponsors and stuff don't even have product in stock because of everything that has been going on with like the bike boom lately. So we partnered with a company called Insta360, and they're basically gonna give away a little Insta360 camera. These things are pretty cool. So has a 360 mode and then like an action cam mode. And I put the details in the description below, but basically what you guys are gonna do is go to one of their videos on their YouTube channel, comment where you would wanna ride if you got one of these, like where would be the first place you film, and then they're gonna pick a winner and we'll announce that next week on another live stream. So should be pretty mellow, but yeah. And then lots of people in here. Hi to everyone. Thank you guys for being here.
Hi.
If you guys have any questions too, throw them in the chat and we'll try to get to them. And we also have a few questions from the community post that we did yesterday. So yeah, we'll probably read some of those, but oh, there's so many of you guys in here. It's cool. Thank you guys for all being here.
Yeah,
See everyone.
A lot.
That's cool. All kinds of stuff in here. So yeah, just like I said, if you guys want, I'll put the link right here to here. Boom. So I just added a comment in the chat bar. If you click on that link, it'll take you to an Insta360 video. You just have to basically click on that, comment. They're gonna choose a winner, tell us, and then we'll announce it next week. But yeah, this thing's cool. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but like it has a little sliding compartment here, and then the camera can like split in half. So this is a 360 mod, and this is like the camera recorder, and then you can put like an action cam mod on. So I've been using this a lot. It's pretty cool. And yeah, they were just nice enough to do a giveaway, and it's worldwide anywhere, which is cool. We always like to do that. So anyone in the world can win. Just go on there, comment, and should be pretty cool.
And you'll repost what to do, the instructions for this, right?
Yeah, it's in the description of this live stream too, and then in the chat bar, and it'll be on a community post. So no excuses. Let's see. So there's a lot of people in the chat, which is cool.
Do you, before people go away, do you want to mention the Patreon thing?
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
So Ozzy Mark, he sent us an email. He's one of our Patreons, and he suggested some things that we can do. It's something we've thought of before, but we're really glad that you suggested it too, because it is something we should do. And I think Kyle can explain.
Me?
Yeah. Just so I don't say anything wrong. Promise something that.
Yeah. So basically we have a Patreon, and it's been really cool. Everyone's been super supportive. And what we wanted to do is there's like I think a $2 one, which gets you like some little discounts and some things there, which is really cool. It just helps support us. And then there's like a $10 and a $20 level. And for those people, we're going to do kind of like one video review a month, where if someone wants to send in a video of a section that they're struggling with, then basically I can like kind of go on there, look at it, and then give you guys some notes on what I think could help you. So kind of like online coaching, but more just like small, intimate group. So it'd be kind of cool. So we're trying to build that out. So I think we'll do that and try to handle as many as we can. And yeah, it's still pretty small at the moment, but yeah, we're just kind of in this big process of trying to make this a full-time thing. And I don't know, it takes a lot of work. So Kona's playing with the squeaky down here.
Yeah, so with me working full-time, it is hard to help Kyle with everything. He does most of this on his own. I help whenever I can. And
got a dog.
We'll post on Patreon instructions for sending in videos to have Kyle help you figure out like something that you might be struggling with, or something from the past that you don't really know what happened, and maybe you've been scared of it. Like maybe there was a jump or a section that you really struggled with.
Yeah, and I don't know, it'll be pretty fun. So we're just trying to help people out. I've already done it a couple times for people that have DM'd us, and then we're trying just to like make that a little bit more legit and
exclusive to Patreon.
Yeah, for the most part, because we get a lot of messages, and sometimes I feel bad because people will be like, "Oh, hey, I messaged you guys and we didn't get a response." It's like, yeah, with the videos, I'm basically spending, I don't know, 20 to 25 hours a week doing the videos, plus trying to get us like sponsorship stuff done for next year. So as soon as April can do full time, we'll have a lot more time to do stuff. But yeah, I saw a good question here a second ago. Someone said, where'd it go? Oh, can we see your dog? That's a good question.
Maybe I showed him.
Yeah. So that's Kona. He's like 12 years old, April's little baby. But yeah, someone asked in the community post, they asked how long it takes to do a video. And I think that's a really good question because a lot of people think like, you just make a video and it's really quick process. But I think most of the time we usually average about 3 to 4 hours of planning. So kind of like, okay, what do we want to do? Where are we going to do it? What shots are they going to look like? And then what camera equipment do we need to bring? Kind of get it as small of a backpack as we can. And then filming usually is like between 4 and 6 hours to film, depending on how quickly like April picks stuff up. Some of them, like the bunny hop one, we did in like 2.5 hours. But
At
then
least 3.
3. And then the berms, no, flat corners, that one took like 6 or 7 hours. That was a long day.
Yeah, and then depending on where we go, we might have the travel time.
Yeah, because the berms video, we drove like an hour and a half to go find a cool trail and then drove an hour and a half back. So yeah, basically 3 to 4 hours of planning, probably like plan on 6 hours to shoot. And then editing usually takes me like an hour per minute of video. So if it's a 10-minute video, it's like 10 hours of editing. That seems to be like a pretty good formula. So usually we're about 20 hours per video, which is why we're only able to do 1 per week right now, because April's working at her job full time. And then I'm basically doing all the editing and stuff. We get 1 day to film on the weekend. And next year, hopefully we can do more and do maybe 2 videos a week. So that'll be really cool.
Let's scroll down.
Oh, sorry. You know, mouse. And yeah, we'll kind of just do a little Q&A or like, meet, I don't know, Q&A session, I guess. Little talk and hang out with you guys for like an hour and see if there's anything you guys want to ask us. But first, I just want to we'll get to the ones in the chat really quick. But first, I'm just going to do some from the community post yesterday. So you want to read a couple of them? There's like a couple up here, I think. Well, that one's a good one.
Which one?
This one.
Okay. What was your motivation for starting a YouTube channel? You started it.
Kinda. Like I had a channel, but April's idea to really do like the coaching aspect of things. So that's why it switched really kind of early on from like being my channel to being our channel. So yeah, I feel like it was your idea kind of, but it was really fun. And I don't know, the motivation behind it was coronavirus hit. We had a lot of time on our hands spending time together. April wanted to get better at riding bikes, and we just figured, oh, maybe we could document that and see what happens. And PNW Components, which is one of our sponsors, they actually asked me to do a video for them on how to manual. And so when we did that video, it kind of like did pretty well. It got like 5,000 views maybe. We're like, oh, that's pretty good for us. And so we did another one the following weekend, which was like the how to drop. And then it just kind of like grew, and we didn't really anticipate it to grow so quick. So that was never part of the plan, which I think is why it's kind of working, because we didn't plan on it growing. And we have all the like I was planning on racing this year kind of full time. So we have the sponsorship and stuff there, which makes us able to do the videos and like not monetize them in the middle. And I think that's been a huge part of it too, is like people feel like they're getting good value out of the videos, which is cool. And what's been your biggest takeaway, pros and cons for making these, April?
Pro is learning. So I probably have to learn a bunch of stuff. And the con is just like how stressful it really is to do this. Because we want to do it right for you guys. And we want to, like, I always want to succeed at whatever task we're trying. And it's a bummer if I feel like I don't get it, like the endo 180 turn. But so that's the biggest pro, and con is just how stressful and like how time consuming it really is.
Yeah, it's definitely an eye opener. And for all the people that have done YouTube for a long time, like, Seth's Bike Hacks and Single Track Sampler and all those guys that are big, like I have so much respect for them, because it's really a lot of work, and you just have to dedicate yourself to it. And so it's kind of scary when we're trying to make it our full-time thing, but it's really cool to see the response. It's cool to see you guys. And we have some really exciting news like in the next couple of weeks that we'll share, where we're going to be kind of scaling everything and doing a lot more. So that'll be cool. And yeah.
The Palm 88 asks, are we going to see Kyle on the MX bike? This gets asked a lot, but hopefully we can maybe do like just a ride video, but I don't really want to like do like a teaching Kyle video. Like I always say, I'm not a good teacher and Kyle isn't like the best student. So I don't think that dynamic would be the same.
But yeah, we could ride together for sure. But we actually rode yesterday a little bit and the dirt wasn't very good. We kind of rode for a bit. I almost want to get like a little different bike, or I don't know. It's hard. I was so nervous about getting hurt just because we have so much of like the YouTube and video stuff going on. And I have a video shoot with Niner in a couple weeks. So I feel like now that we have more responsibility, I guess, I'm like not able to enjoy the gnarlier stuff quite as much. But I don't know, at least on a bike, I feel like I'm in control, and on a motorcycle, I feel a little bit sketchy.
Welcome to my world. There was a good question too earlier. What do we plan on doing after you teach me a lot of things like the how-tos? I don't think that will be over anytime soon as far as teaching me things. There's a lot to learn, especially like bike maintenance and so many skills. Like I could progress so far, and then I would be like super pro if I did progress everything. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we do hopefully want to travel next year, hit some bike parks or different cool places to ride. That would be really fun. And try to do it in our way, like we're doing the how-tos our way. Just
try to, basically everything we want to do is kind of value driven, I guess. And so just providing value for you guys in case you want to take a trip somewhere cool, like, you know, a little bit more about it and stuff like that. So I don't know, we have a lot of ideas, and honestly, worst case scenario, if we run out of ideas, then it'd be fun to bring some people in and like kind of work with them, and maybe have April be like the guest coach / you know, provide insight there. And it'd be fun to like go out and find people that are struggling with certain sections or features and work on that with them. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, that'd be fun. But we definitely want to travel too. And as soon as everything gets back to normal a little bit, but it's been crazy. This year has been so crazy.
And I've seen this question a few times. Can we get a how to whip or how to roost video? I do want to learn how to Shrelp. Like well, you see it mostly on Instagram, right? Where you hit the corner, then they like do the little like flick or like Scandi flick, and they get a little bit of roost with their wheel. I do want to learn that. And then whip. When we went to Woodward, I was gonna like practice, try to learn how to whip into the foam pit, and I did it after I hit the lip, and I did it in the air, and then I just lawn darted onto my head, straight to my head. So
in the foam pit though.
Yeah.
But it was sketchy.
And then I decided the backflip was easier than whipping. So I didn't try again. And so I do want to learn, but I think maybe I don't know how.
You can do it. We'll do it. Basically,
we will do it, but I just need to think about it. Like where.
And then someone else said, "What's your best trick?" And I feel like for me, I used to do more tricks. Like when I grew up, kind of skate park, BMX days, and so I used to be able to like tail whip over a dirt jump and do like 180 bar spins and stuff like that. But I don't know. After I got into racing, and racing became kind of the path and career, then I stopped doing as many tricks. So I don't even know anymore. Maybe just like I don't know, big knack or something. I don't know.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, see, April doesn't even know. I just like riding fast. Like it's just fun. I like being really efficient, and I don't know. I love when you can do like a full race run and not skid really, and just be really smooth and link things together. It's really fun. And one other question I've seen 3 times actually in the community post and in here is like, what about Suntour suspension? Because a lot of people see us on SR Suntour, and you know the older product has kind of a reputation for being not very good. And honestly, I would say since the past 2 years, the product's gotten really good. And I actually raced like there's a video on our channel called like How to Race Enduro or something. And it's me racing like this race at Tamarack. And I did that on a completely bone stock Suntour Xeron fork, which is like a coil fork that's $500. And so that stuff, I mean, it holds up. I won that race by like 30 seconds with a $500 fork. So it definitely works really good. And the newer stuff, everything since this past year, 2020, they changed it up, and now they're really quiet too. So that was the big complaint, is they were noisy, and you know they were noisy, and now they're quiet. So that's been really cool. But that's what a lot of people have been asking. And the rear shock is really good too. It's really similar to like a DVO, so really awesome. Dylan asks, is there an age restriction for the giveaway? There is no age restriction. I think you just enter, anyone can enter, and then they'll just send you a camera if you win. So that'd be kind of cool. And people are asking,
the Insta360 camera.
Yeah, people are asking what it's for. So it's for one of these cool little Insta360 cameras. You got action cam module, and then a 360 mod. So it's kind of cool. And then it mounts just like a normal GoPro. So it has like the tabs here. But they've been really cool. They sent us some cameras and I've been playing around with it. And for social media, this is awesome. I don't think the quality is like quite dialed for YouTube yet, but they make this one like 1-inch sensor mod, which is really gnarly. And this one's really good. So just the stabilization isn't that good on the big camera mod. But yeah, and there's details in the description. People are asking, how do you win? There's details in the description, and I'll do another copy paste here. So I just put the rules in there again. Yeah.
Seen this question a few times. When did you start riding? For me, if I remember right, it was
April of 17.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, your birthday in 2017.
Yeah. I don't want to like get the year wrong and then people think I lie or something.
Yeah, I got her first mountain bike in April of 2017 because her birthday is in April. Why her name's April. and her birthday's on April Fool's Day, which is funny too.
Yeah, they named the month after me.
And then I saw, let's see.
Okay, I've seen this one a few times. What skills do or do not transfer from MX to mountain bike? It's cool seeing that there's like quite a few people that watch that also crossover like I did. But I think rating the terrain, like trail rating, crossed over pretty well. And then the thing that didn't cross over the most was jumping. The confidence of knowing I can jump crossed over, but like how to actually jump. I learned very quickly that it's a lot different. And so it'll be cool once we do the first jumping video to help you guys with that. Yeah,
and that's what we're working on right now. If you guys haven't seen the post, we basically filmed a jumping video last week, and then I was editing it, and then I was kind of like, I want it to be better. So we just filmed a little bit more today, and then hopefully we'll have it ready for next Friday. So that one should be cool. I definitely learned a lot as I was editing it and like kind of looking through the things. I feel like now I understand it better as well. And it'll be fun to share that with you guys. So that'll be really cool. And, someone said, I saw your bunny hop video, but still can't do one. Do you have any tips for a kid trying to learn one? I would say just never give up on it, because it'll just click one day. And a lot of times people will have a little better luck if they get some assistance on doing the bunny hop. So if you can find like like the small little wheelchair part for curbs, or it has like a little raised section, then a lot of times people will try to bunny hop out of that, and it'll make it easier to lift the front end up. So that's a good tip. And also, hi to everyone from Boise, all the locals. I see a lot of Boise local people. People are asking about tires for Boise trails, which is kind of like looser, sandy, decomposed granite. And I run the Magic Mary from Schwalbe in the front, and I run the Hans Dampf in the rear, and that's been a really cool setup here. I really like it. But I run the soft compound tire, which is cool. And then let's see. There's a couple other ones in here if you want to look at some.
Yeah, there's so many.
Oh, and a lot of people ask us what we do for working out and stuff. And I was like going to the gym pretty heavily this past year to get ready for race season. And then ever since YouTube started and like coronavirus kind of shut all the gyms down, honestly, I haven't been doing much but riding, but I plan on doing more in the winter. And so that should be fun. And then April's been working out more lately too. So
yeah, since I returned, so I've been working at home quite a bit this year. And since I returned back to work, we have a work gym, and now I can work out every day. The biggest thing that helps me is like having my food prepared. Like if I don't meal prep, I'm kind of screwed because I work out at lunch, and that's helped me the most to like make it less painful. And then I'll just find a Instagram like fitness influencer, and I'll buy her workout program, and then I just follow that because like for now that's what I do, because for me like I just need to build strength. And so any strength building is going to help me. And there's like really great programs that you can buy from girls, and I think the one I'm using right now is like an at-home version, but I still do it in the gym, and it was like $25, and it's like a month or more worth of workouts.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of good questions today too.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I feel like
this is a good one.
Yeah, I feel bad we haven't been doing these as much, but honestly, like we did the 100K and pushing up to the 100K subscriber mark, we were like so like full throttle, and we kind of needed to back it down a little bit. And then I've been working mostly on like sponsorship stuff, trying to get like basically sponsorship secured for next year. And then that's been going pretty good because of you guys, which has been awesome. And everyone's been really stoked on the response. And then we're in the process of buying a little like studio shop space. And that'll kind of become like where we do all the merchandise warehouse stuff and also the filming for maintenance videos. So that'll be cool. So we have exciting news maybe in the next month, hopefully, we'll see. And thank you so much to Ruens Barris for this little super chat. That's awesome. And they put a little Kona in there too. Do you have any other quick questions?
N1SH1T, I don't want to say the name. He keeps saying, thank you for teaching the bunny hop. If I remember right, were you the one that asked this week, like some advice and then it finally clicked? I think it was you. I can't remember. I'm sorry if I don't remember correctly, but we're stoked that it helped you. If it was you, the tip I gave was, it was super simple, but something that Kyle told me while we were learning the bunny hop, or while I was learning bunny hop, was he would just repeat front, back. Like it's, okay, yeah, it was you. So like, it's so simple, but like sometimes when you can't connect the both movements, just like slowing down because it's like a lot to think about at once. You say front, so you get the manual, and then back, and you get the back scoop. And it sounds so...
Instead of just going...
Yeah, but it kind of slows you down to like get your rear wheel up, and then you're back. Because it doesn't work if you don't get both movements.
Yeah. And then I saw Jason said he made the manual machine, which is cool. I think he's also a local here. And then there's a lot of locals in here, which is cool. So that's been rad. A lot of people are doing the manual machine. And I think as soon as it rains or we have like a weekend where we can't film outside, we're going to do the how to use a manual trainer and like basically get the most out of it for, you know, applying to the trail or applying to real life. Because it is a little different, but it definitely can help you for sure. And I saw another question on here, which I saw, a lot of people have been asking about maintenance intervals. And so like, you know, when do you do maintenance and how often and all that stuff. And I think that'll be a great video to do. And the hard part is we were kind of nervous a little bit to do maintenance because sometimes people are very like particular. And if you don't have the exact, you know, same schedule that they do, then it's like, oh no, you're doing it wrong. But I feel like what's been cool about this channel is everyone's been really positive and everyone's really like understanding of the fact that we're just trying to help most people. And if it's not exactly to a T of how you do it, it's still like good that there's info out there for people. So that's been really cool. But let's see. A couple people asked if I miss riding in Chico because that's Chico, California is where I'm from. And it's so weird riding in Boise because we have berms and jumps, and in Chico this is all rock. So it's been definitely, it took a while to get used to riding Boise, but I do miss Chico sometimes. Let's see. Do you have another one over there? Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of people are asking. Oh, and April is supposed to do a gear review eventually.
Yeah. I'm not good at planning like Kyle is. So. Well, I was gonna do like just a women's, like what I wear personally. So like I can only talk on what I do. Like I don't do enduro, so I wouldn't say what to wear in enduro. But then Kyle thought about maybe doing like both. Like what do I wear, female and male, and like his perspective of like he does enduro, so he could add that in.
Yeah.
But
so I don't know if you guys have an idea on that too, but for a gear review or gear overview, a lot of people are like, what do you wear? And it's like, there's so many different things like downhill, you know, or trail ride or long ride, short ride. And so we're trying to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I think we kind of just want to just do, hey, here's what we like to wear and why.
Yeah.
But yeah. And thank you so much to Jeff. He just did a super chat too. We really appreciate that. It's been cool. I don't know. It's just been cool to see the community. And like, honestly, you guys and everyone that's been here and made this a possibility, I think that like you're getting us to our goal of like April being able to do this full time. And next year will be really cool because we'll be able to spend way more time together, travel, do these videos more full on. And yeah, thank you for doing that. It's been really cool. It was honestly like the long-term goal, you know, 4 or 5 years down the road would be to where she could work full time with me. And then it's happened so rapidly because of you guys. I saw another cool one. Someone asked 5 things you wish you knew when you started your channel. And 5 things. Oh, someone said who edits stuff. Yeah, I do all the editing, and then it's basically on the Adobe Premiere is what we use for editing. But 5 things you wish you knew when you started your channel. Number 1, planning helps you so much. I feel like a lot of times people go out and be like, oh, I have an idea to do a video. You get out there and you're kind of like, yeah, maybe this would be cool, but I'll try to find one. I think I have some storyboards. Let's see. So, someone. Let's see.
And probably having like good equipment is another one.
Yeah, for them, you can, but that, like they always say, content is king and quality is queen. So if you have good content, quality doesn't matter quite as much. But if you have both, then that's a really good way to get a lot of traction. But we have something like this that we use for everything. So it's just like a storyboard. I just downloaded one and printed it. And basically I'll put like, okay, we're gonna do how to bunny hop. And then I'll kind of try to just draw little stick figure animations of like, I think this is how the video is gonna go. And that saves us so much time. Every hour you plan, or every hour you spend planning is like 2 or 3 hours you save editing. So that's why we try to plan for like 3 to 4 hours usually. And I think that's been the biggest thing. I don't know, what's number 2 that you would think?
Gear.
Gear?
But you don't agree?
I feel like for photos, gear matters a lot, for sure. But like, there's a lot of channels that just use a GoPro and they're really successful.
Well, and it helps with yeah, true. That's true. And it can make it more easy. But I think for us, gear has helped. Yeah, gear has helped. Number 3, I would say, is basically trying to plan multiple weeks in advance of what you're going to do. That helps a lot too, just to alleviate some stress. Because all right, I'm going to do this video this week, the next one 2 weeks down the road, like how to bunny hop, how to wheelie, how to whatever. That has really helped a lot. So I think planning is number 1 thing. And then number 2 is, or I guess number whatever, is thumbnails. That's been really hard to learn and really crazy how much a thumbnail matters. So if you're going to start your own channel, really spend time researching thumbnails. And yeah. Thank you, Jonathan, for the super chat. And Runes, sorry if I butchered your name. You asked, when are we going to have kids? That's not in our plan, but who knows, it could change, but so far not in our plan. And then Taco Jones, thank you also. We're glad that we've helped you improve your skills.
Yeah, we were thinking about kid stuff, and then we had a 2-year-old come stay with us for like a week, and we're like, oh no. But it was fun, but it's a lot of work for what we're doing right now.
It's just something I've never really wanted, but like as I get older, I find some kids kind of cute, like, but for the most part, I just feel like it's a lot of work. Like I don't know how anybody that's a parent does it, but
yeah,
I'm sure
we respect you guys a lot for sure. We can barely keep up with a 5-pound dog.
Yeah. There's some really cute kids though that I'm just like, oh, that would be cute.
CT asked, Kyle, why don't you enter Red Bull Hardline? That would be really gnarly. Basically, I don't feel like I want to get hurt that bad. Like it's worth it. But honestly, I think that would be a cool track to go ride, but it'd be scary to race that for sure. I would be nervous. So maybe we'll do that eventually. And then let's see. Oh, people ask what kind of bike is that? It's a Niner. So it's a Niner Rip 9. And April had the black one built up. And I feel like for the videos and stuff, we have a green one as well. And so we kind of like switch back to the green one. It seems like people like the brighter colored bike for videos. So yeah, she's on that now, which has been cool.
Thanks, Andy, for the super chat as well.
And Tanya said you can coach kids and then give them back. So
yeah, see, that would be more fun.
Oh man, yeah, it's funny. A couple people are like, we're getting old and don't want to get hurt. Honestly, that's a huge reason for the channel as well, is like April has a really good mentality of just like kind of send it. And so with the videos, she's been learning like proper technique and skill, and we can coach each other a little better than just without a camera, because I feel like there's like a common goal. And so I don't want her to crash or anything. And so that's why we've been doing a lot of video stuff, which has been cool. Let's see. Do you do any other sports than biking, April?
Yeah, I do. Well, obviously motocross. And then I love to river surf because that's the only option we have here. And wake surf and ocean surf if I can go to the ocean. And I like to snowboard in the winter, but not like a ton. It's getting crowded here. So I'm kind of like old school local where I get grumpy when the hill's crowded. and the roads. So we kind of picked up rock climbing last year for the winter, and that was really fun. And I think we're gonna do that again. And Kyle has this snow go.
Yeah, like a little snow bike thing.
That's for winter. So I'm gonna try that this year. And what other sports?
You do a lot.
I tried skating, but I don't like racking on concrete.
And then someone else had a good question. Oh, thank you to Andy too for the super chat. We just saw that. Thank you so much.
I said thank you.
Oh, really? Sorry, I missed that one. Oh, the dog's in April's lap, which is funny. And then I saw people said, would you do a collab with Seth's Bike Hacks? We would love to. I'm a huge fan of his. Like, he does great. I don't know. He's really inspirational, just how good of videos he does and how consistent he does them. And yeah, I really look up to him a lot. So I would love to do something with him. And then I saw, let's see.
Someone asked what I do for work. Well, Kyle does this full time in mountain bike, and I'm a graphic design or product designer at Fly Racing. So I work on the moto side, which is, I didn't call it moto side, but it's not really moto side, but it includes mountain bike, moto, the water products, luggage, casual. But I haven't worked on any of the mountain bike stuff, which is kind of surprising. Somehow I've always just avoided those projects somehow, not like to say it's not in a negative way avoided, but somehow it's just never been one of my projects.
Yeah, we've been on a trip or something.
Yeah.
I saw Chad Johnson asked, do you prefer the Rip 9, which is the Niner that we ride? Do you prefer it in the low setting or the high setting? And honestly, both of us always ride in the high setting, so higher bottom bracket and a little steeper head angle. That bike is really rad, but I feel like in the low setting, I would clip my pedals a little more often than I like to, because I usually run a little more sag than most people, because I really like my bike to just stay planted on the ground. And yeah, I run 30% sag, and I needed it to be a little bit higher. So that's why I ride the high position usually. And April's in the same boat. And then saw another good one. Oh, someone said how to make an uphill. We'll do that for sure. Someone said 1 million subs. We're almost there.
That would be crazy.
That would be insane. Yeah, we have some, honestly, we have some big, overarching goals, and we want to bring more people into the channel and kind of make this a whole community effort. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know, but we're trying. It'll be really cool.
Miles has a good question.
Where's that at, Miles?
Nice, right there. Nice to see you again. I have a school project and I'm doing it on how someone may be a part of the mountain bike community. How did both of you get into mountain biking?
That is a good question. And then I know for me, I was basically not like a bad kid in school, but I was just kind of like a reject a little bit in school. And I got to the point where I was like ditching so much school and failing out of so many classes. Because my mom was really sick at home. I was like battling depression and had a hard time being at school and like caring. And I got basically almost kicked out. They sent me to like the continuation school. I enrolled in homeschool, needed something to do to like find an outlet. And then I met a few of the kids that were kind of like out at the dirt jumps one day. Me and my buddy were just riding by, met those guys, and they just kind of like absorbed me into the community. And yeah, never looked back. So that was really cool. But mountain biking for me was basically an outlet of mental energy and stress and all this stuff channeled into something positive instead of just getting in trouble all the time. Because I don't know, it was crazy. Like high school is definitely gnarly, and I'm glad that I found mountain biking. But yeah, how about you?
Well, for me, it was since I rode dirt bikes, and a lot of guys around here also rode mountain bikes that rode dirt bikes. And just at work, when we started the mountain bike, a lot of guys started riding mountain bike more. So there's a lot of hype around it, and yeah, so that's how, just surrounded by it.
Yeah,
mine's not as inspirational.
I feel like a lot of people now are seeing mountain biking in mainstream, which is cool. And like, now if you look at a commercial, like a car commercial, especially like Jeep or Subaru or anyone, they almost always have a mountain bike involved. So that's really cool. And back when I got into it, it was more of like, I was like the nerd for riding mountain bikes. Everyone's like, you're so lame. And it's like, all the cool kids rode motocross or BMX, but I love mountain biking. It's fun. So, and I saw this one keeps getting asked a lot too. Are we going to do a catch-up video with you? I think so the question was, are you ever going to do a catch-up video to show how far April has progressed with the skills that you've taught? And the answer is yes, eventually, but we basically
I need
just
to
need more
practice
time to practice.
I feel bad, you guys, because I haven't really been practicing. Like I have a journal where like I write down activities that I do every day. It's kind of weird, but like I'll track like workout activity, and then like I kind of at the end of the year I want to like count how many times I surfed or mountain biked or like filmed or whatever. And the thing I practice the most is wheelies, and I think I maybe only have like 14 or 15 days of wheelie practice, maybe an hour each time, and I still suck. But I haven't gone out and practiced bunny hops. I only practiced stoppies one day after the stoppie video, and that was the day that we did the endo turn, because I was like, well, I need to, you know, start with stoppie again. And so I feel bad that I haven't really been practicing, but it's, I mean, I feel like adults can maybe feel with me too, like working all day and then like doing other things. It's not as easy as when you're like 16 to just go out and practice for hours a new skill, but I need to. And I hope that if I make this, or when we make this full time, that like I can have a schedule like every week to like practice skills, because I do want to get better for you guys.
Yeah.
I've been practicing jumping more maybe at the bike park.
Well, and what's kind of cool is this past week when we were doing the jump video, we had April look through some old videos and show like, hey, can you show someone when we started teaching you how to jump? And when she pulled some of them up, it's like, oh wow, like there's a lot of progress. So
and it takes time to get that progress, not just in one summer.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times getting better is like your hair growing. Like you don't notice it growing till one day it's really long. And so I think it's kind of cool like to have those moments where you can look back and see. But yeah, she's been getting a lot better. But she's hard on herself too. I wish that she wasn't so hard on herself. And let's see, I saw another one. Oh, that's a good one. James asked, he's looking to enter his first race next year. If any tips for preparing or finding races? Honestly, biggest tip that always helped me is do your research ahead of time. So if you're going to race, say like, for example, if I was going to do a race in Sun Valley, Idaho, then I would go and look at some of the trails and kind of see what the general region looks like. Go on YouTube, find some GoPro videos of it. That really helped me feel more comfortable. And then sometimes if you're really nervous, you can even like call a local bike shop and be like, hey, what are the trails like? That helped me when we were traveling. Like, all right, what tires do I need to bring? Is it going to, do I need a mud spike or whatever? And then preparing, honestly, just practice like you're going to race. So I like having a stopwatch and just doing a little stopwatch timing the week leading up, and just get used to being in a race run and always just try to be moving forward. Don't stall on anything. Sounds easier than it is, but
I just send it.
Let's see. Oh, one of the guys asked, how'd you learn Premiere Pro? Okay, honestly, April's in this learning curve right now, but I literally got the program and then just started diving in and spent like basically a full year just kind of like, cut, delete, cut, delete, cut, delete. And now it's like you're doing all the keyboard shortcuts and stuff, but just like anything, just dive in, you'll get in over your head and start swimming to the top, and you'll figure it out over time. But yeah, let's see. What do you see? Oh, I saw another one over there too.
Miles asks, how do I split my time between work, mountain biking, and dirt biking? Which is the hard thing that I was just talking about. Just many days when I get off work, I'm like, I feel drained, but luckily, like this is like riding is an outlet for that. But when you're trying to learn a lot, it can be also stressful. So that's maybe part of why I haven't been working on like skills specifically. But for me, it just depends on the time of year. Like right now, I'm a little stoked on dirt bikes because it's fall and we're starting to get some moisture, and track is prepped super good right now because it doesn't dry up so fast. So it's just kind of like how I'm feeling and like what Kyle's into. But I feel like I don't ride mountain bikes enough for like what we're doing.
Well, I feel like she's working so much. So you just have to preface it that like when you work, 40 hours a week and it's getting dark pretty early now, we just have the weekend to ride. But one of those days we got to film too. So
yeah. And I mean, dirt bike, I've only rode maybe 10 times this year.
Yeah.
If that.
Oh, someone said, do you both have makeup on? Just April has. I think this camera that we have has like a filter thing that tries to help with the
it doesn't look like
light.
you have makeup.
Oh, okay. That was funny.
I just got like a new eyeshadow palette, so I tried it out.
Yeah. And then, this is a funny one. Sam asked, how often are you recognized on the trails now or before your channel? So I was telling someone this like about 2 years ago. The reason that I saw YouTube had a lot of potential is we were at Sea Otter, and there's like, Aaron Gwynn and all these guys in one booth doing an autograph signing, and there's like just crickets, for world champion. There's no one there in line. And then you look over and it's like Seth Bike Hacks, and it's just a line around the block. And it's crazy how much people recognize you on YouTube, because I think a lot of times people feel like they know you a lot more. So people will definitely say hi and stuff now. We always try to say hi. And we just got some stickers too. I don't know where they're at, but.
Oh, they were in the pocket.
We got some stickers. So now when we meet people on the trail, we hand out stickers and stuff. So it's been kind of cool. Let's see, I'll pull
we handed out the first ones today at the park.
Yeah.
So now hopefully if you guys see us, we'll have
got little stickers.
If you like stickers.
And part of the plan too with doing more merchandise stuff, like when we get a studio, is to be able to offer like stickers and little things like that. Whereas right now it's kind of hard, but yeah, we got cute little ones. So April designed the logo. Yeah, let's see.
And how often do we go to the Military Reserve Bike Park, which is the Boise Bike Park, when we usually talk about it? We were there today. Lately, we've been there like a couple times a week. It's easiest for us to ride, and I've been having the most fun progressing on jumping lately. So like I kind of ride the dirt jumper the most right now of bikes. And then like maybe Eagle or somewhere else like once a week or something. Yeah.
Someone asked, can April please say thanks in April style for me?
I can't do things on command like that. Maybe later.
It's so funny. Yeah, man, it's been cool. This has been fun. Like, just how much has kind of changed in the past few months, but also how little has changed. It's been really cool. Like, we're still doing the same thing, and basically it's just to reaching more people, which is really cool. And I don't know, it's just been really cool. I still feel like we're nothing. I don't know. We're just trying to work our way up and just help people out. And I think the goal is just help people. And honestly, if we could just help people achieve their goals, be safer on a bike, and then maybe if we could just ride more often together and work together, that would be like the dream goal. So that's kind of what we're working towards. And trail features, thank you so much for the little super chat. And we really love your videos too. Like, we watch them. You're a huge inspiration as well. Honestly, if anyone ever wants to start a YouTube channel, the biggest thing you can do, like Paul the Punter told me this, he said, you just need to watch a lot of YouTube and figure out what it's like and what people like, what bugs you, what you like, what you think is good editing, and just do that. So we watch like trail features and single track sampler, Seth Bike Hacks, all that stuff. And yeah, thank you. And he said, first thing you need to learn when editing is quick save. Oh gosh, he's
Kyle
true.
Learned that the hard way.
Yeah. You're like 6 hours in on a thing, and then it just goes away. And you're like, oh my God. So yeah, now it's just almost habit. Like, I'll be sleeping and just be like, Command S. So, yeah, let's see. Trail feature shreds for sure. Oh, this is cool. Oh, and a couple people that weren't here at the beginning, they said, what are we giving away? So I'll just go over it one more time. We're giving away an Insta360 camera. So basically, Insta360 splits apart. You get the action cam module too. And they've been cool enough. Basically, it's going to come straight from Insta360. There's details, which I'll copy and paste right now. Command V. And yeah, just go onto one of their videos, comment, and then I think you maybe have to subscribe, and then they'll pick a winner and we'll announce it next week. So that'd be cool. Let's see. That'd be cool. Someone said planning to visit Burn Peak. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be real cool. There's so many places I want to visit.
Oh, and then Conscious Flow said, are you planning on doing the lifestyle thing? And I feel like, I don't know, trying to figure it out. Kona's half belong. I don't know. I think we're going to do more of just like trying to just do value stuff and things that'll help people out instead of more of like vloggy stuff. But maybe if we grow enough, people want to see that, then we can totally do that. Let's see. See, how do you guys stay motivated on making videos or just riding for fun? Honestly, I think that if you're going to do YouTube, you just have to actually enjoy making the videos. So like I actually enjoy it. And when we were riding dirt bikes yesterday, I kind of told April like, man, I almost kind of have more fun just like filming or like taking photos right now. So if it's fun, then you'll stay motivated for sure. But it's definitely hard at times. But yeah, just try to enjoy the process. Do you have one over there?
No. Kona's being a gremlin.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, and then Patty said, any suggestion for a bike, $1,500 to $2,000, XC and trail bike? The best ones on the market that I feel like or some of the best ones on the market are like the Marin, like the Hawk Hill, and some of the stuff that they have in that $1,500 range. I really like those bikes, and I think there's a couple other brands that have competitive stuff, but they've been a really cool company. I used to ride for them, and I like the Hawk Hill a lot, so that's been cool. And they said, "Can you show us the dog?"
He's happy right now.
He's in his little bed. But yeah, probably start. If you guys have any other last minute questions you want us to answer, we'll probably start kind of wrapping it up here in a few. April's still got to go grocery shopping. It's funny. And then let's see. What's been the hardest one for you to learn so far? And what are you the most excited about learning in the future?
So the hardest, I think, obviously, if you guys have watched the videos, was the endo 180 turn, because I endo like 135, and it was just a struggle, and that one I think will take a lot more practice. And then most excited, I think short term, like I haven't thought too much about it, but I have wanted to shroud for a long time. And I was kind of eyeing up, I have been thinking like gap jumps more lately, like, and I was kind of eyeing up the next line at the bike park today. But that's definitely a next year thing since it's like already freezing outside. And I don't know, like, I feel like our fall kind of was short this year because it was pretty warm. And I think it's going to get cold real fast. So I don't know how much more like bike park stuff we'll get in. But
oh, I saw a good one. The upgrade shop asked a specific question. They said, Suntour fork upgrade idea. I use a Fox 34 currently. So if you want to get something a little beefier, like any of the new forks, the Duralux with the EQ system, which is air positive chamber and air negative chamber, that's like my favorite fork they've ever made. I would put that on my bike anytime, all day. So that's what I would recommend is the Duralux EQ. It's 36 mil stanchion though, so if you want something a little lighter than that, they do make the 35 mil platform, but I like the Duralux. So just a quick one for you guys.
And then Boise G asks, what trail did you take BKXC on?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for you guys that maybe missed that, there's a YouTube channel called BKXC. He's a super nice guy. He came through Idaho and we did a ride with him. So that should be coming out in a couple weeks, I think. And I took him on around the mountain to Mahalo and then Dry Creek, which is like a really long ride. He did awesome. So it was cool. Oh, wow. Cool. Super Slime. Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thanks.
He said first endo this morning. So congrats. It's been rad seeing you guys actually learn things. So like it's cool to see people go, oh my God, I just did it. And like, I don't know, that makes me smile. That's like when I don't know, just get excited to keep doing the videos and stuff because you guys make it worth it for sure. And Frankie said, I thought Suntour sucked. When did they get good? I think basically 2017 or 18 is when they made a big change. And so I've been riding Suntour since 2012 and I've seen the whole progression. But yeah, the new stuff, like anything built end of 2019 and beyond is like awesome. Because I just had to test a new bike for Niner, which is coming out eventually. And it had all Fox suspension on it. And I had to do some testing on that with the new 38 and some other stuff. And honestly, after I got done, I was kind of like, man, my Duralux fork, I actually like it more than I liked the 38, which I was surprised about because it's quite a bit lower price. But I'm also comfortable with it and everything. But just right away, I was like, man, these are like super comparable. So that's been really cool to see. But yeah, the rear shocks are cool too, which I like. Let's see.
Where's the best place to learn a 360?
Oh man, best place to learn a 360 if you want is a lip to flat. So like a fly out. So fly out on a skate park or, a dirt lip to grass. We used to just find like a grass bank and just carve a lip into it. That way, if you crash, you're going slow at the top. Someone said, "Do you have mountain bike coaches give you aggression because you're killing their business?" I so far we haven't in person that we know of or like heard anything. Um, but yeah, there's a mountain bike company like coaching business called Ninja MTB Skills actually, and they were super cool. And the owner called me and is like, "Hey, a lot of the coaches have been sending us your videos and saying what do you think about this guy and this stuff." And it was cool. Richard called me, the guy from Ninja, and he's like, "Dude, we love your stuff. Would you want to work with us? Like, can we do a clinic? Can we do this? Can we do that? Like, can you come coach our coaches?" So they want us to come out next year to their like coaches seminar and like help coach the coaches, which is really cool. So
and having a coach on hand is not replaceable either. Like, it's so helpful to have somebody on hand that can see what you're actually doing and help you. Cause like it does help to watch the videos and like get it in your head, but it's so much more helpful to have that as well as a coach on hand.
So it's kind of like I feel like almost we're supporting their business a little bit because it's getting more people to understand the value of a coach, because watching April progress so quickly, they're like, "Dude, I need a coach." And so we've had a lot of referrals that we've given to people and stuff, which has been rad.
Yeah, and we do hope to be able to do some of that next year.
That's cool. Tanya said, "Richard's great. I took a clinic for them in San Diego." So yeah, I thought that was really cool because when he messaged me, "Hey, do you have time for a call?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble." But yeah, if you're someone who subscribes to the idea that the rising tide raises all ships, then getting more people familiar with coaching, I think, is like so valuable, because then a lot of people don't even realize like, oh, people will coach you. Like there's a lot of people that just get into it and they're like, "I didn't even know that was a thing."
Right, like that might be like more of a racer mentality.
So yeah, it's been really cool. Yeah, Danny said, "I look for you every time I want to learn something new." So that's cool. That's kind of the long-term goal, is we want to have like a catalog of everything that we can think of. And so you guys can just go to our website, like ridemtb.com, and just go on there and be like, "Oh, I found it all." And so that's the long-term goal. That's why we want to get more people involved too. But yeah. Oh, and for local guys, someone said, "Who are some good coaches in the Boise area?" I always refer people to this guy, Kevin Lillywhite. He's a really, really nice dude. And then Ian Fitzpatrick's another really nice dude. And there's a lot of good ones.
Is he still coaching though?
I'm not sure if he's doing as much, but there's some good ones. So yeah. Oh, Ian moved to McCall. Yeah. But Locke, Kevin Lillywhite has someone I've been, kind of referring a lot of people to. And that's been really cool. And then, all right, let's see. Do you have lots of smiley faces? Oh, hi, Kiana. She's been regular the whole time. It's really cool. It's cool to see all the women that are part of this too. I think we did our analytics when we were talking to sponsors, and there's about like 15% women, and the industry average is like between 1% and 3%. So that's been really cool, like 15%. Yeah, thank you.
The Palm wants to see us here in New Zealand when the apocalypse is over.
Sick.
I was telling Kyle, I think last week, that I want to go there. Just seems like such a rad place, and it'd be nice to go for our winter.
Oh, and then I'm adding something really quick.
And yeah, and to add to Kiana, thank you for supporting us this whole time, and glad to hopefully be someone to help, to inspire you as a woman, hopefully.
Yeah, that's been cool. Yeah, you guys are rad. Thank you. Honestly, it's been crazy. And I don't know, someone has asked a good question. They said, "What is your goal plans for the next 10 years? And dude, honestly, like long term, I've been telling April this, but I feel like it'd be really cool to do like an indoor bike park or something. I feel like that'd be super rad. And I feel like it's in the cards if we continue to grow, and like if we could get a big enough audience where we could partner with a company to buy like a warehouse and do like an indoor bike park, or do something where people could come and like learn in a consistent environment and have it open to the public and all that. That would be rad. So
if I had a ton of money, I would build the sickest indoor park for I'd have a city wave, so like indoor surfing, and I have foam pits and like so much progression for everybody. It would be so sick.
And then someone said, "Would you rather spend $5,000 on an engagement ring or a new bike?" Well, I need to get a ring eventually, so that's probably next, more than a bike. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, someone asked, "How did you learn the tricks that you teach? Did you have a coach or by yourself?" Oh man, I feel like it's kind of a mix of everything. A little bit of like a lot of like learn trial by fire, crash on my head a million times, and then be like, oh, okay, that didn't work. Don't do this. And then also a little bit of like people have helped over the years and just listening. I think the best skill you can have in life is to listen and then also to kind of like observe. And a lot of times, if you just watch people and just kind of chill out, watch people, almost people watch as they ride, you're like, oh, I see some habits that are common when they don't look so skilled, or common that happens when they do look skilled. So
yeah. Kyle's really observative, or like you learn very well.
yeah, I try to. Definitely try to.
Thank you, M. Gasman.
50-50. That's cool. Sam said they're 50-50. That's what I was trying to tell sponsors too. People, it says we're 15% female, but we have a lot of people, I guess, that watch with like, husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or just the family. So I feel like it's more than 15%. But yeah, it'd be cool. Oh, and then the butler said, did we teach you anything good? As in the audience. I feel like you guys have helped us a lot, actually. A lot of like terminology and just trying to be better about how we present things, and we always read the comments and try to respond to stuff. And even if I don't know, even if like there's criticism of something we're doing, instead of being like, oh, whatever, it's like, all right, well, maybe if we consistently say this, it's not good long term. So you guys have helped us a lot, mostly with like vocabulary and trying to help communicate better.
And suggestions of like what you guys want to see.
Video ideas, that helps us a ton to, I don't know, just kind of do the video suggestions and try to kind of tick off what we see getting asked the most. So that's been really cool. And then, yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, let's do like 5 more and then we'll be done. And you get 3, I'll get 2. Let's see. Miles asked, what kind of races do you recommend for someone who's just been biking for fun and wants to get into racing? What I would recommend, Miles, is try to see if you have like a local, small, like Thursday night, Wednesday night enduro series, like a local series, something very mellow, low competitiveness. Just go have fun, check it out. And I think enduro is like the most fun because you get to be with people and kind of bond on the transfers. That's what I really loved about it. And then let's see.
Someone asked if I'm going to be racing. That's not in my plan because my goal, not to say that it will never happen, because I have done 1 mountain bike race, but for now, my plan is to not race because I want this to be fun. And I have already competed with dirt bikes and I did it for a long time. And I don't want, I feel like the ego and like all the mental things that you go through with racing, like I've done it and I don't want to do it again with mountain bike. And then one big thing I've been saying lately is like, I want to see women as my friends when we're mountain biking. I don't want to see them as like competition. And that, I don't know, as a girl, I feel like that's such a gnarly thing. Like just with in general, like, oh, like you got to be prettier or you got to be better or like the bigger fish in the small pond. So I just want to see, if I see another girl, I want to be like, you're rad, like let's be friends.
Yeah.
Rather than I want to beat you, because I have a super competitive nature. So I'm trying to like.
And she raced moto for so long. So
yeah,
it's intense. Like when you have that mentality to be like, I want to be a pro, it's not like a normal person mentality. A lot of times it's like very kind of driven and selfish in a lot of ways. And so sometimes racing can bring like a bad side out of you. Not always, but if you're that type of person that's so driven that you'll do anything to be like a pro, then it's sometimes difficult. But that's what I feel like when I started to have to care less about racing, like when it wasn't my financial well-being, then it made it so much easier to just be like friends with everyone, help everyone, show people lines. Like now I can show up to race and it doesn't really matter what position I get. Whereas before it's like, if I don't win, I don't get a bonus and then I don't get to pay my rent. So it changed for sure. I saw another one really quick. Oh, where'd it go? Let's see. Oh man, I'm sorry. Messing this up.
How do you learn to trust tire traction? I think that's a good one. If you remember from the first berm video, Kyle, I was like on the pavement and Kyle showed a little clip of me like kind of washing out on the front, which happens for a lot of people and why they lose trust with the traction. But it was a simple thing. for that instance where I just need to be a little bit more forward on the bike. And I think most people's instinct is to go back to like save yourself in situations, but being more on the front for traction was helpful. And then obviously having a fresh tire helps, and proper tire for the dirt.
And listen, like I used to ride with headphones a lot, and then I basically started to like hear some of the pro guys say like, oh man, like I can hear my tires losing traction. And you're like, huh, I never really thought about that. So then I started to ride without them a lot. And this is when I was younger. And you can totally hear like the transition between having grip and then kind of like the, like right before it slides. And once you get really comfortable with that, I listen to my bike so much as I'm riding, and it's just like, okay, braking, you know, I'm hearing a little skid, I let go, I turn. If it starts to wash, I move forward. So hearing, like having good hearing and understanding what your tire sounds like and sticking to one tire for a long period of time, that helps a lot too. Instead of always changing tread patterns, like I basically, with a brand, I'm like, all right, I like this tire, that's all I ride. And it makes it easier. But yeah, I saw someone said, do you have any tips for beginner, small YouTube mountain bikers? And number one tip is figure out a way to help people with something they didn't already know, or to help them save time. And if you can do that, like if you help someone save time or help them understand something new, then they will watch your videos and they'll be super appreciative, and it builds like a reciprocal relationship. If you make videos where it's like, hey, watch me do this, then if you're not someone big, like big, then no one really cares at the end of the day. Like your friends will and stuff, but to reach a bigger audience, you need to help people. So think about that. Think about how you can be helpful. Even if you're local and you only have a GoPro, be like, all right, I'm going to do a full, you know, preview of all the trails in my area. So if you travel to this place, then this is the number 1 trail, number 2 trail, number 3 trail. That would be awesome. Versus like, watch me go fast down this random trail. So just think like 1 or 2 layers deeper. And then, yeah, last question for you.
We had some super chats.
Oh, yeah. Tanuj.
Oh, wait, what did he say?
He said,
oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
he
thank
just
you
said
so much.
thanks.
And then Tom. Yeah, thanks, Tom. We really appreciate that a lot. All the super chat stuff's really cool.
Yeah.
That's been super fun. And you guys help us so much. Like we just keep reinvesting into the channel. And I actually just pre-ordered a new camera today, which is like a lot of money, but it'll help have a little bit more slow-mo, so we can do like even slower slow-mo on some of the techniques. So that'll be really cool. And yeah, we're always trying to just reinvest into stuff that'll help make it better. So that's been really fun.
Yeah. If I'm correct, I know at least for my part, anything we've made from this has been invested into this.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't taken anything from this so far.
Yeah, and I haven't either. It's just kind of it all goes into like a joint, whatever we're making from the videos and from everything, just going back into it to make it better, and then try to just keep growing that. But yeah, it's been sick. So thank you guys. And yeah, be cool. As far as, I guess last one. This one's been asked a lot. Do you guys have a dream bike? And I feel like that's a really good question. For me, dream bike isn't necessarily like a dream model or dream anything, but I love like a good 140 mil, 150 mil 29er, good suspension, good tires. Like I could ride that bike all day, every day. That's my favorite one. And then I feel like April's been wanting a 170 bike forever after she rode one.
Yeah, that would, if I could make it better. Some people might hate me for saying this, but I would put in like a super lightweight like battery in it and have like a sick e-bike style.
Super light e-bike.
Yeah, like just enough to help a little bit, but still be able to like have a ton of suspension.
Cool. Yeah, and then for anyone who's on this right now, this will get like uploaded and reposted later. I'll put the giveaway details in one last time. And then someone asked, just curious what camera. I pre-ordered like the Sony A7S III, so that'll be kind of cool and see what that's all about. And hopefully that'll be rad. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Maybe Kona could say bye too. He's hanging out in his little bed over here. But yeah, we have, like I said, we have a bunch of exciting news in the next couple weeks, and hopefully you guys, I don't know, you guys will definitely be a part of it. So yeah, excited to share it with you, and good luck with winter too. We'll be trying to do as much as we can with you guys. And I think we may actually do a small live stream next weekend to announce the winner of the giveaway. So keep an eye out for that and have fun. On the description, we have the details for the giveaway. And
when's the deadline? Did you say?
Go try to win the camera. They're gonna pick the Insta360 is gonna pick the winner on October 30th. So we'll probably do another live stream on November 1st.
Friday.
Yeah, or whatever. Halloween Eve, All Hallows Eve. So hopefully Hocus Pocus 2 will be out by then. Cool. All right. See you guys later. Thank you so much. And yeah, keep riding, keep having fun, stay rad. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye, Kona.